I felt like showing I Got the Cup from the movie theater when I saw this movie, and all I gotta say is these, like literally these three characters are the only ones that matter, and I hate the fact that you could erase her character and her character from the movie. I just was looking at the cup and I realized that. But let's actually talk about the Minecraft movie, my thoughts on it and how I felt. Was this movie groundbreaking cinema, or was this movie the worst movie ever? To be honest, I consider it a guilty pleasure disaster piece if you watch it from an adult lens, or like from my angle, like where I come from, because like I grew up with the Minecraft games. I used to play Pocket Edition on my iPad. I never really played on the PC and stuff. I know, fake fan, whatever, but no, I primarily played on Pocket Edition, and that was fun. I even played it on my phone. So I do have some fond memories with Minecraft, and I do think if this movie came out when I was younger, oh, this would be peak fiction. This would be the best movie I've ever seen. But now that I give you my history with Minecraft, let's actually talk about the movie. The movie itself is not that bad, but it's not that good either. But I want to talk about the good things first and then end off with some of the parts of the movie that I was confused with, and then some of the more bad aspects of the movie. Let's start off with the good. First things first, the memeage is there. Jack Black, what can I say? He just kills it as Steve. Like, he made me laugh. He made me laugh. Was it intentional? I don't know. Was it unintentional? I don't know. Just the way he delivers everything so over the top, and like he never stops. So like I could see how like the kids in my theater and the parents taking their kids to see this were like very entertained by his character. But the interesting thing about this movie is the main character isn't even the two kids, like the two like younger leads, you would think. No, the main character is Jason Momoa's character. So I assume Jason Momoa's character was like a basement dweller, neckbeard stereotype that just looks like Jason Momoa. No, they actually do an interesting thing. So they make him a discount Billy Mitchell, who like peaked in the 80s. He was the best gamer, but now he's running some thrift store that doesn't even sell anything and no one's really buying anything. And the weird thing is, he's the main character. Like, if I had to pick who a main character is in the movie, and that's another problem with this movie, but let's talk about the good. Jason Momoa is the best part of the movie, and he's clearly the main character, because he's the only character I feel like that's arc felt the most satisfying and felt like it had the most resolution of any character in the movie. And he is comic relief-ish, but it's weird. The movie decides to focus on him, and you would think a children's movie would focus on like the little boy more, but he does get a lot of focus, like I said. Him, Jack Black, and Jason Momoa are the only characters that matter to the plot. And in my opinion, they have the best dynamic in the film, and I did enjoy their crew. Like, Jason Momoa has a rivalry with Steve that's kind of one-sided. Steve and Jason Momoa slowly build a friendship, and I do think it's pretty cool that way. And I do like that Jason Momoa is kind of a mentor to the kid, even though like it's a joke at first. It's kind of wholesome, their relationship, but the movie's not there to be sincere and heartfelt. It's there to just make you laugh and entertain and make your kids love this scenery, love everything. All I gotta say is the movie itself like does embrace certain aspects of the quirkiness of the film, and this is where I'm gonna mix. Like, I do think that's what makes it unique, and the director is made by the guy who did Napoleon Dynamite and Nacho Libre, so that definitely shows. They have a weird subplot with Jennifer Coolidge's character, the principal. I thought she was just going to be a cameo character. No, she's a main character in the movie. Not only is she a main character, Jennifer Coolidge literally goes on a date with a villager because he escapes to the real world, and she falls in love with him. And I don't know, I just feel like that's weird to put into like a kid's movie. Like, they just keep making jokes about her being divorced. And yes, I know kids know what divorce is, but like, why was that necessary to the film? In my opinion, like, I genuinely think you did not need that plot point in there, but I digress. It's not the worst aspect, and it did get a few chuckles out of me, especially the post-credit scenes. If you have not seen the movie, there's 2 post-credit scenes, so be prepared. My least favorite aspects of the movie. So Emma Myers' character, she's supposed to be like taking care of her younger brother whose mom died, like both their mom died, and now she's the one taking care of the family. And I feel like it's such a cliche to do that trope, like, oh, the siblings that don't get along, that don't really know each other, the sister's like a mom. I feel like we've seen this trope 1,000 times, especially in kids' movies. I do feel bad that, you know what I mean, like the movie doesn't really delve into them much, but whatever. And it doesn't give Emma Myers much to do. Like there's a section in the movie where, like I said, where she literally disappears. Like she's on the cup. She's a main character. She's in the poster. So is she. She's only there just to be a plot device to herd animals for the final battle. Minor spoilers, I guess, but yeah, she's like the real estate agent and the animal trainer, which is kind of weird. Watch the movie to understand what I'm talking about, but like they disappear for the main cast for a while, and like I say, the movie just focuses on Momoa and Steve and the kid, Henry, I think his name is. And like I said, it's kind of sad that like you could cut out 2 of the 5 characters of this movie. And that's what I mean, is the movie just clearly only cared about the comedy first, and that's all they cared about. And there's nothing wrong with caring about the comedy first, but even I think the movie had potential to have a little heart to it. And I don't think it was made by people that hate the Minecraft games. If anything, I feel like it's made by some people who love the community, understand the memes, understand jokes, understand inside gags. There's a little cameo that most fans of Minecraft Let's Plays will notice, and it's pretty good. Other than that, I can't really think of too much else to say, but like the movie then just like kind of doesn't play Minecraft right though. Like at one minute it wants to be like, hey, we're going to do like these Minecraft references, we're going to reference like certain inside jokes, certain things that only the Minecraft community gets, but then it's like when they do the actual fights and stuff, I just don't feel like it works like Minecraft. And plus some of the fights with the mobs and stuff feel off, and like they break mechanics of the game, but they try to abide by the mechanics of the game. So it's like, yes, I get that in movies you have to movify things, like the Mario Brothers movie wasn't a one-to-one to what a Mario game is like, but that at least has the essence of the Mario franchise. This I felt not so much. I just did not feel that. I just felt like these people care about the games, but the director's vision was just not there. And like I said, he's made 2 movies. He made Napoleon Dynamite, which I like, and Nacho Libre, which I'm not the biggest fan of, to be honest. That might be controversial. But I don't know, I've seen like way worse, but like I've also seen better. So this movie is a weird movie for me to rate because I did enjoy myself. I found it entertaining. I did laugh, but there's a part of me that felt there was more potential to this movie than there was. But I knew it wasn't going to be there because if you see the trailers, you kind of get that. But to be honest, the movie's better than the trailers even. Like the trailers undersells certain aspects of the comedy. So my overall rating for this movie, and I'm going to put in consideration the post-credits scene that I did find pretty cool. I do think the movie overall is a 5.5 out of 10, which I know isn't the highest rating, but I don't think it's like low to be like a 4 out of 10. I do think this movie had potential to be better than it actually was, which might sound like a shocker, but if you watch the movie, you may see what I'm talking about. But if you haven't seen the Minecraft movie, or if you have seen the Minecraft movie, just tell me what you thought about it in the comments below. Let's discuss it, let's have fun, and hope you guys have a nice day. Thank you for watching, and click here to see more.